On behalf of Starfleet, welcome aboard.
What is that?
Get ready to boldly go where no one has gone before with the latest installment of the Star Trek franchise. Star Trek Prodigy will feature a young group of misfits who discover a Federation starship.
Star Trek is such a massive show, and you think about Star Trek, and it's always about fully formed adults on a bridge, weighing massive consequences and their own cerebral issues, so to speak. And we were like, it'd just be really interesting and a lot looser if you had a bunch of kids who knew nothing about Gene Roddenberry and Starfleet, and they get introduced to it. And all of a sudden, it's almost like an open invitation to not just kids, but anyone curious about the Star Trek world, where they don't feel like they have to jump in without a lot of knowledge.
It's such an overly rich universe. So, we take that time when the kids are handed their first tricorders or their first phasers, because kids don't know what these things are.
No,
we know it. We grew up with it. But.
Yeah. I mean, my husband and I are huge nerds. We'll walk around sometimes and we'll do like this, talk to each other. And my daughter's like, what are you doing?
I've seen my share of wayward crews, and I can tell you this, you've got potential.
And even though this is a completely new series with new characters, returning fans will recognize a familiar face. Kate Mulgrew reprises her role as Captain Janeway in holographic form to help guide the kids on their adventures.
And I loved seeing her even in hologram form in this series. How important was it for you guys to have those familiar characters and those familiar moments and scenes and places in this series, maybe for adult fans or other fans?
Well, I think Captain Janeway, and that includes Kate Mulgrew, was a must that very early on, because we felt like if there was a wayward crew, who would best lead them? And we felt like we ever considered. I mean, our first
Jean-Luc Picard looking after a bunch of kids is not a winning TV show. And we also wanted not just Janeway, but those other Trek elements and characters that I can't talk about that you will see later on. We did not want our show to be the little sibling to the Voyager live action Star Trek shows. We're like, how do we write this so we get kids and we get adult fans, and that our show is going to sit up there on the mantle with the best of them?
The Hageman brothers want to be clear, this isn't an extension of Voyager, but its own standalone Trek story with the same ideals and goals that have been present in the Trek universe since the beginning.
We want our show to celebrate all of Star Trek.
I love that.
We keep talking about we want to honor the old as much as we honor the new.
For me, it's like what the Federation's all about. It's a coalition of different species all coming together and dreaming of becoming better. I'm like, that's what I hope kids take from this show, like to dare to be better.
I tried to save you, and now we can save each other.
You can seek out new life and new civilizations with this new crew when Star Trek Prodigy from Nickelodeon Animation premieres October 28th on Paramount+.
We've only just begun.